and welcome to The Factor Uncensored for joining us tonight. First up, 2 death investigations underway. The first in Atlanta. According to USAcrime.com, a woman named Maya died during a night out with friends. Now, officials report it is not available just yet, but the website says a victim was twerking in front of a vehicle her friends were inside of. Someone behind the vehicle or the wheel then drove over her, killing her, dragging her body under the vehicle and leaving her body behind in the middle of the road. And in Missouri, another case, an 18-year-old named Nyla Simmons also killed. Investigators say Simmons was dancing on top of an SUV when she fell off of the vehicle, followed by a fire truck running over her and killing her just seconds later. People have been talking about both of those reports on social media, along with this video. It was reportedly filmed in a Lululemon store, featuring alleged strippers shaking and twerking in the store. This has been heavily criticized. Lululemon's CEO has previously said the brand isn't for certain customers, which many have assumed that was code for excluding black people. Do some people struggle with a craving for public attention to the point it puts their lives at risk or even their digital footprint at risk and, of course, in some cases, self-respect? Joining us to talk about it, therapist Dr. Nick Hardy and Factor social media producer Ajibola Budaran.
Well, I think for both of these stories, they kind of are looked at slightly different. So I know in the first story, the family member and the friends of the young lady, they were talking about her being concerned about who she was out with and like her friends, because in that case, we don't know if they did it on purpose or on accident. But you have a case where somebody behind the wheel who's supposed to be her friend, maybe they're having fun, shooting videos, outside dancing, and all of a sudden you have a young lady who's deceased. So I think in that sense, that's a tragedy that definitely could have been avoided. We don't know. The family doesn't even know what case the friends played in it. Mm-hmm. In terms of the other one, that was just something where we talk about, a lot of people are saying like, you're doing these things for attention and you do things on the internet for attention, but it can lead to you losing your life. So you have a young lady who's on top of a car dancing and they're stopped at a light, and when they take off, she falls and there's a fire truck coming behind. So I think a lot of people are saying these two things as as avoidable tragedies. They didn't have to happen.
Now, when we take a look at both of these instances, do we think the intent was to videotape, film these incidents, not the tragic part, but to put on social media?
I mean, more often than not, I would say yes, because there's no, you can say, oh, I'm doing this for fun, but when you're talking about being on top of a car or twerking and dancing and kind of being in public spaces like that, 9 times out of 10, people are videotaping it. We've seen those videos on social media already where people are doing dangerous things, and it's like a thrill. And when other people see it, they're going to respond to it and like it and be like, oh, I might try it too. So I think that in this case, it's one of those things where you have young ladies or just people in general seeing things on the internet and wanting to emulate it and recreate it because they're seeing other people get positive responses from it.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter. Call Holayim La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Bahashim Rakat Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Ezekiel chapter 16 verse 44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter. Where do you think these young Israelite women learn this twerking shit? Who do you think let them see this stuff on social media platforms, music videos, and also television, man? Okay, because you have the older women, Big Mama, and their mothers, their aunties, everybody indulging in the same nonsense and the same bullshit. Okay, so it's a natural thing for these women to be doing these things any and everywhere. There's nothing wrong with it in their eyes, man, because they were taught by their elders, their women of their kindred, of their family, that it's okay to twerk. It's okay to live your best life. It's okay to do this. It's okay to do that. Okay? Because this is that wine of Babylon the Great, man, where it produces and raises and teaches whoredom, prostitution, okay, being promiscuous, being loose, okay, just being a complete harlot, man, okay, and also having the mentality of a stripper, walking around naked. I'm not gonna say damn near naked. I'm gonna say naked. Okay. So these young Israelite women just don't wake up and automatically start twerking, start partaking in the things that we see, our people taking and know they're taught these things. These things are put in front of their face by who? Their elders. Okay, because you have, again, grandma, which grandma is like 25, 30 years old. Then you have the mom, which she's like 20, 21. Everybody's into the same shit, and you got all these women, regardless whether they're 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, they're all competing with one another. Okay? So, as the mother is, so is the daughter, because the mother passed down what she has learned and what she has lived and what she has done. And it only elevates to more evil, more wickedness. Because everybody wants to top everybody. Okay? Let's continue on. Let's go to the book of 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. And this is a pure example of the women of our nation that love to live in pleasure, love to be out in the streets, love to be in the clubs, love to be in the bars, love to ride the cock carousel, being all types of mischief, doing all types of things, because these women need what? Drama, excitement. Okay, what's the word I'm looking for here? Drama, exciting, mischief. Just all type of crafty work, man. They need things to be unstable to add to their pleasure, man. And also, too, what? The attention. Because everything that's done is all for what? Attention. You do these things in broad daylight and anywhere in the public, as you see, in a fucking store. And, our people are just completely just done, man. Just completely, their brains are completely fried, burnt, man. You get offended because these cave gorillas don't want, to make merchandise or sell things to you, and you go in their establishment, their stores, and do shit like this, man. Which is gonna bring them more money. Like the beloved elder Manatazak Ba stated, which is a fact. Just to make you more mad, man. Okay, but our people and our women live in pleasure. Okay? Why do you think you hear women talking about men saying he's boring? Because what? They like drama. They like wickedness. They like excitement. Okay? Unstable. Okay? Bad boys. All that, man. Always, indulging in whole culture. Because again, Babylon the Great teaches you women to be what? To be loose, to live your best life, to not to commit to one man, to ride the cock carousel. Okay, it was used to be promoted for college, but now, shit, it's promoted in the damn grade school, man. You got these women and these young men in grade school popping each other. 4th, 5th, 6th grade, man. By the time they get to high school, they got double digits, man. And if they go to college, they damn near in the thousands, man. Damn near. Or might be in the thousands, man. Because again, you got to figure, man, it's a different world from when we grew up. They have the internet. So you have access to all people in different states and different lands, man. Okay? Because again, Babylon promotes you women to be harlots, man. And you black women, you cleave to it. And you teach your young daughters how to accomplish that goal, how to master it, man. I don't need no man. I can do what I want. This and that and this. You even got, these wicked, corruptible bitches talking about a man should put down $1,000 deposit just to date them for 30 days. And if they don't do, basically what she was saying, if they don't do or see fit that you're acceptable and that you're going to bow down to them, then you won't get your money back. Like these bitches, these fucking wicked ass bitches really truly believe that a man is supposed to serve them, that a man is supposed to be in the position that they're supposed to be in, man. Okay, this is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughters to cause her to be a whore. So what do you teach your young daughters? Live your best life. Don't commit to that, man. Go out here and explore it. Be free. Do what you want to do. Be liberated. You don't want to be tied down to one man. Focus on school. Focus on this. Focus on that. They ain't teaching them how to cook. They ain't teaching them how to clean. They ain't teaching them how to sew. They're not teaching them how to, make anything from scratch, man. They ain't teaching them how to, love their husbands, how to be a wife, how to be a mother. No, they teaching them how to be masculine, how to chase the bag, and how to be fucking hoes, sluts, cum buckets, doing shit like this, like this is. There's nothing sexy about this. There's nothing attractive. There's nothing like, oh, let me rewind. Oh, let me see. You see how her butt jiggles? No, fuck no, man. Leviticus 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughters to cause her to be a whore, lest the land be filled with whoredom. Okay, lest the land fall to whoredom, Salakia. And we see that because 9 times out of 10, and I'm going to say 9 times out of 10 confidently, majority of these kids that are brought forth and born out of these polluted wombs, the men that they claim that are the father, more than likely, again, 9 times out of 10 are not the fucking father. Why? Because they're involved in whoredom. They cleave and embrace to the philosophies and the customs of this society, man. Liberation. My body, my choice. A man can do it, so how come I can't do it? You're not a man. A woman was not made to have multiple partners. A woman was not made to have multiple specimens in her body to carry multiple DNAs. No, it's only supposed to be one. Why do you think through various Maury episodes where you have men saying that child don't look like me, when it's very, very rare, the child don't look like him, but yet the child will be his proven through DNA? Why is that? Because these women have fucked. I'm gonna be clear and direct. If you got your kids, listen, you might want to, come back later. Because all these women have fucked so many different men that these kids were coming out looking like another man, and they still might be yours, man. That's jacked up, man. Okay, Leviticus 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. So everything that you're seeing on this clip is full of wickedness, man. So you're going to get out in traffic at a stoplight to twerk in front of the vehicle, and then who was ever in the vehicle ran your ass over. That's judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Then you had another stupid ass, ignorant ass nigger woman on the car, the top of the car, twerking, and the fire department riding past to go do a job. Somebody called them, and y'all stopped, and she flew off, and the fire department ran her ass over. That is judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, let's grab this real quick. Zephaniah. Something just came to mind. Zephaniah chapter 1. All right, this is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and such as are clothed with strange apparel. Now, this is mainly talking about the doctrine the false religions that you embrace, the ones that you cleave on to and that you stand for and that you exalt and that you defend. That's what it's really talking about. It's just talking about the philosophies, the false religions, being clothed with that. But we also can say in this lesson, the strange apparel of you being exposed, walking around naked, okay, doing perverse, wicked, abominable things. The Most High, is not pleased with this. Okay, the men of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah are not pleased with this, man. Okay? And if you have the need to do something like this, do this for your man. You want it because you just like the beloved elder apostle Gabar just stated. I gotta finish watching this lesson. He was on point. He said black women love to dance. You Israelite women love to dance, especially you Judite women, man. Y'all love to dance, man. Do that for your man. You want to do some type of freaky dance? Do it for your man. Spice your relationship up, man. That's okay to do it for your man, but to be doing shit like this is off. It's wicked. And again, this is judgment, man. The Lord is bringing forth that judgment because they clothe with what? The strange apparel of the philosophies of this world, drinking that wine of Babylon, man. So the Lord is bringing forth judgment, man. That's what's happening. Okay, because again, let's back it up again. Let's go to 1 John chapter 2, and let's read verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. And as you see and as you continue to see, these women love the things of the world and what's in the world, because this world tells you a woman can have the liberty to get abroad. A woman can do what she wants and take no accountability. A woman can be a whore and just go to, at the age of 30 to 40 and go into the 501c3 church and say she's a born again virgin. After she didn't have 1,500 dicks on her and 1,500 different DNAs and specimens, but yet she's a born again virgin and she get married to a simp ass nigga wearing cream. Come on, man. Make it make sense, man. It's wicked. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love of the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And we know that, man, because these women have an alliance, an agreement, a covenant with this devil, man. They have a piece of this pie, and that's why they're able to do what they please. They're able to do what they want and get away with it, man, because they have backup. They have Esau. Okay, Esau gave them the ammunition to be rebellious, to be disobedient, to be perverse, to be promiscuous. He gave them all the tools they needed. And what did they do? They ran to it and never departed. And that's why a lot of Israelite women are going to be put to death. Okay? And Thawadi Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah for these judgments, man. All these judgments that we see, and that's going to continue to be brought forth, man. Okay? So you're not supposed to love this world, because the things that are in this world, they will destroy you, man. Mentally, spiritually, and physically. We see that, man. Okay, but as he said, everybody wants attention, this and that, and everybody wants to top everybody, because everybody is cleaving to their like. Because again, everybody is of this world, and this world produces what? Abominations, evil, wickedness, perverseness. Everything's corrupted. Your mind is contaminated with the wine and philosophies of the filth here. Matter of fact, let's grab that to prove that point what I just said. Everybody cleaves to their light. Sirach 13, verse 16. All flesh consorteth according to kind. Do you hear that? All flesh consorteth to kind. And again, it's what is it? It's a competition with these women. Who can get the most likes? Who can go viral? Who can go above and beyond, and who can do the most dangerous stuff and get acknowledged for it and become a social media influencer, a social media celebrity. That's one of the main reasons why they doing this stupid ass shit that they do. To get likes, to get attention. And everybody's doing it because why? Sirach 13 verse 16. All flesh consorteth according to kind, And a man will cleave to his like. And what is his like? The philosophies, the rudiments, the customs of this world, the traits. That's what they like. Because what? There's no accountability. You can be as wicked as you want to be. You can be as, perverse and just fucked up as you want to be plain and straight to the point. Okay? So they're going to consort to the like, which is this world, man. And that's why the Lord is taking away the mirth, the joyful noise, the relaxation, the comfort, especially to you women. Because when this devil's falling and you falling too, man. Doing things to go above and beyond, twerking on fucking cars, and the car stop, you fly off, and you get it's beautiful, man. That's a beautiful judgment. And then the fire truck come, boom. And you twerking in front of the car, and then whoever was driving the car ran your ass over. And that was the Lord, man. The Lord put the spirit on that person to run your stupid ass over. Shaking your nasty, funky ass, man. Because this is all transgression. This is all sin. Because why? Y'all naked. You shaking your ass. You ain't supposed to be doing. Our women are supposed to be delicate. Our women are supposed to be an example of how to be a woman. But you have the heathen looking at our woman like, what the fuck is wrong with these bitches? And the elect, which we hope and pray to be, is looking at these bitches like, what the fuck is wrong with these bitches? God damn. A brother, did a lesson on, Jake asking women about to name 5 books in the Bible. These bitches can't name 3 brands of condoms. Again, Jake asked a whole bunch of nigga women, named 5 and other Israelite men too, named 5 books in the Bible. These broads cannot name 3 condom brands. But let's continue, because this is all judgment, man. This is the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 23, self-explanatory. For the wages of sin is death, and that's what we continue to see. Our people transgressing, our people committing these iniquities, living their best life, lovers of the world, which makes them enmities and haters and degenerates and disobedient and rebellious to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. So you got to be X'd out. You got to go. You got to go. The warning is being professed and proclaimed daily. But what do our people do? They scoff. They mock. They curse. They completely go against, these words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Romans 6 verse 23. For the wages of sin is death. And that's what we're going to continue to see is death. More death, more death, and more death, and a little more death. The gift of the Most High is eternal life through Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. And we have been grafted and enlightened and activated and woken up to cleave to Yahweh Shai and pray and hope to endure to the end, to be a part of that first resurrection, and also to be preserved, protected, and guided in these days to come. To be partakers of the first resurrection of that eternal life, of that glory of being, a part of the predestinated, of the ones that's always been with Yahweh while Yahweh Shai from the beginning. Okay? Let's close out. Because again, our people have no moral, logical, spiritual intellect, man. Again, they believe they're justified, especially you women. You women believe that you're justified in everything that you do, man. Okay, you women believe that you're above the man. You really believe that you can over jump the man and go straight to Yahweh Shai. So Sirach 5 verse 2. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. And that's what these women were doing. They were following their own mind to walk in the perverseness of their own hearts, again, which is your mind. Okay, to get out at a stoplight and twerk in front of the car, and then the car, pulls off and drags you and executes you through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Then you got another broad on top of the car, whether it be on the hood, the roof, whatever, twerking, and then somehow, some way, you fly off, and the fire truck is riding past, and you get executed Man, that must have been grievous, man. Again, Sirach 5 verse 2. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in thy ways of thy heart, because us following our own mind, it just states in Jeremiah 17 verse 9, I believe, the heart is deceitful and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Because, we don't want to follow our own heart. We want to follow what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua told us to do, when you also have the history of examples of what not to do and how to be. Okay? Verse 3. And say not, who shall control me? And you can't, boy, that's another thing. You can't tell these black bitches nothing. You can't tell these Israelite women nothing. But Esau can. Oh, they'll listen to Esau real quick. Yes, Zaddy, as they say. No problem. But when it comes to you Israelites, you ain't my daddy. You ain't this, you ain't that. You don't pay my bills. I'm grown. You don't own me. All types of wicked ass shit to show you that, look, I don't fuck with you. You're a slave. I'm free. I'm above you. That's how these broads think, man. Sirach 5 verse 3. And say not, who shall control me for my works? For Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, will surely revenge thy pride. And that's what happened. Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai revenged the pride of these wicked women. And Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai is going to continue to revenge the pride of you wicked women and you weak, effeminate, no backbone, fake thugs, no nut having, coward ass, piece of, boy, oh boy. The Lord is going to bring forth more judgment, man. So stay tuned. Adawan Ratazah. I hope and I pray that this was edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Akim wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Kol Hulayim La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rakat Kwadash, Wathawada Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rakat Kwadash, for putting the Spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and uplift you through the power and spirit and words of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. I don't want Ratazah until the next one. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.